Hello everyone, can you guys hear me? Good morning, can you guys hear me? Good morning, everyone. Hi Andre. So, market is pulling back today. SPY and QQ futures both are negative, not by much, only by 0.03 uh, and 0.12%. So, definitely pulling back, but whether we need to see hi Mauricio. And we need to really need to see whether it is going to continue the downward trend today or is just a small pullback and move back up because yesterday market was really strong. Now, yesterday I was looking back off my trades and, I realized that just like a Netflix trade and an other trade, we were in the green, but I guess we were looking for a bigger move and it turned me into a red yesterday. Otherwise, I was looking back all the trades, and Netflix was in the channel, and we could have. Uh, it was a really a nice trade because I was almost 4 point in on the one trade, and I did a second trade where I was 3 points in. But given we wanted to break the low of the day, and I think that's messed up, and I didn't take the partial, and that made me turn into a red. But other than that, I guess it was a normal red day, but it should have been a better day. Um, so in terms of our scanner, uh, like these few days, there's no in all April there is no major gaps ups and gaps down. So if I look at it today, we find some of the stocks which we have seen more often in our gapper list, which is one is the CAN. So if you look at the CAN, let me just remove all the lines here. Uh, it came down from 41 to almost 11, $10, and now is hitting back and trying to move back up. But this stock so far is always shows that the day it's trying to gap up, it lose all of its profit. as the market opens. So now what we need to see, there is a very important bear flag formed here, and now it is about to break. So if it's break this 15 level, we might see a run like what we've seen in SKLZ. We might see in KN as well. The reason being what I'm saying here, because KN also have almost 10% of a share float, but its market capitalization uh, is is small, like is much smaller than the SKLZ. So SKLZ is only 6.6 market capitalization, and this one is only have a 2 billion capitalization. So so let's just keep an eye. The other one, I was looking at the QS. Now if you look at the QS, is also not too much gapped up, is only 0.9%. But what I feel here, and looking at the price action from 134 to $30, if I let me just zoom in this, $30 has a big support, and now it's just bouncing back. So what my plan and the thought process is, by looking at this chart, I just got hang. Just give me a second. My plan is that if it's break this 36 level, it's definitely can be nice, run up on the top, because people might started covering that. And and the reason and the reason why I'm saying for the is QS is also having uh you know short float of 16%, and market cap is only 12 billion. So very high likely that when it started forming a support, the shorts started trying to cover it. And so that exactly, if you see here, it came down, it went back up, and the moment it went up, is there is a run up on the few days. So I was expecting that the you know first resistance would be the high of these candles, which is 34. So between 34 and 35, we can basically get the good run up. Now if you look at the 15 minutes chart, you will able to see, let me just put the pre-market data as well. And now look at the 15 minutes chart. So it's clearly, if you see here, this is a resistance from the last few days, and is also on the third day. If you see, is same level have a resistance on 34.22. So I feel very strongly that if it's break this level, then we have a good chance of running up. So just put this into your watch list for today. Other stock I was looking at, NKLA. It's been a long time I have not traded NKLA, but NKLA has over 27% short float. And if we go back to the daily, would you able to see that? So so on the daily, it went from 100, then 60, then 40, then 30. Now it is under $9. So so fundamentally, over $11 is going to be a good one. Guys, just give me a 1 minute. I will be back. Just give me a 1 minute, please. Sorry, guys. So if you look at the NKLA, and I think the similar formation is on the NKLA, and if you look at the NKLA, it made a support here, and I guess now it's trying to pull back up. And if we see the pull back up here, we might see a run up. So let's put the NKLA on the short list as well, and I feel there's a good chance, a possibility we're getting a good run here. Other stock I was looking at, JKS. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I see that the NKLA, let me just repeat it. NKLA has a good chance of running up. If you see, is really making a nice support here, and we have a good potential to move up. So just put shortlist, shortlist here. The next one I have is I was looking at Run and JKS. Let's look at the JKS. Now, if you look at the JKS, uh, it came down from all the way from the 90, make a nice support here on 34. And if you look at it now, it's breaking up uh, on this 38 resistance. The next high of the day is the 40.55, and I think that this stock has a good potential if the market move back up. Uh, this is from the solar stock, and I think it is a very good chance of giving us a good run up. Hi Jack. Hi Luis. Yeah, I think for fundamentally nobody would buy, but it's just more about the technical. Technically, if you look at it, it's gonna be short. It's almost 27% people have shorted, so they definitely gonna cover once it making a support, because they're just not going to leave it like that. It may happen like a GME, like a scene, right? So the normally what they do, uh, they cover on the support, short on the resistance, then they cover on the support, short on the resistance, and that's the way they form their positions, right? So they might be have a short term cover and the long term short. That's the way they want to trade it. So JKS looks really good, and look at the run now. So run is also really nice. If you look at the daily, it's making a nice support on the 48. I had a weekly idea I posted on the weekend that I think we missed yesterday. I was waiting for this for $50 move, but yesterday it was just out of sight from me and it's moved up. So now doesn't really matter. Is now breaking up the 52 level and has a good potential up to go this levels. So let's mark some levels, and definitely has a good potential here as well. So we will keep an eye on this stock. Uh, so next stock I was looking at is the BNTX, still on the extended stock. Uh, we just got a little bit of pullback 2 days ago, and now again it's moving up. Let's see if it comes below these levels. Then we might gonna get a chance to short this. But this is spready stock, so difficult to trade. Just keep an eye on this. Next one is GSX. We all know GXS came from 150 to the $21. Uh, is a Chinese stock. As compared to other stocks, GXS is not moving up in all this crisis. Is beaten up a lot. It's making a support at the 23. But size of the candle are not good. The volume are still not that big. So we definitely going to see, because GXX also have a 28% short float. Uh, so people might gonna start covering it if it's go above this level. So we're just gonna keep an eye on this stock as well. In terms of our uh, gapped up and downs, we have CHPT. CHPT is also have over Okay, so it's not CHPT short float has been removed. So I think they have recovered most of them. I think 2, 3 weeks ago it was almost 20, 25%. Now is only 3% left. Uh, but it's gapping up. But this stock also have a tendency to lose their profit when it gap up. We'll just keep an eye on this. I'm not sure how we're going to trade this, but yeah. CCIV from 62 to 20 now, making a support. And look, if you look at it, most of them are making the similar kind of a pattern. Uh, so we'll keep this also in our short list. Um, what else do you have, guys? Okay, let's look at the FSLR is not moving that much. I mean, yeah, FSLR. Okay, FSLR is also a solar stock, and yeah, I feel a lot of solar stocks are gap down and now started moving back up. So definitely, I think if you look at the chart, Run and JKS are much better than the FSLR, but FSLR is a good mover. But if you look at the daily, it's already break out here on this level. Now it's breaking out on the 84, but if you look at the resistance is too much. So, and the volume in the last 2 days was not that much before it pulled back up. And even it when it's has a green day yesterday, the volume was not that great. Uh, so I'm not sure whether this is going to be a nice move, but with FSR is a good mover. So for WSTD is definitely a good uh, to shortlist. Let's look at the T. I mean, T is really good. I mean, what is the volume today? It's 4% change. I think this looks good. Is a pre-market also okay? Let's look in the 30 minutes chart. Okay, so looks good. Bull flags, making the bull flags. Let's mark this resistance. Let's mark this. Let's shortlist this T. I think T looks really nice. Next is APO. So no volume on APO. And if we go to the 15 minutes charts, what it was doing in the last few days, mm, it's not a good volume, less than 100K volume. So if you look at the candles are not that good, and volume is also not that good. Okay, so let's look at the TEL. So TEL daily is already breaking out. Now the question is that where we're gonna get support. 64 is a good support here. Uh, which was a distance before. Now it's gonna make a support here, and the next move may be around 69. It's already 4% up, so let's mark the TEL as well. I think TEL and the T is looks good, even though pre-market volume is not that great, but I guess it has a chance. Let's look at the BRX. Okay, it's breaking out from the all-time high. Um, really consolidating. Yesterday was a big candle, but today, why is a bigger spread here? Today is a negative. Okay, today is a negative, and I don't know. Okay, so let's look at XM. XM is making a bear flag on the weekly chart. Oh, sorry, XM, not the ZM. Okay, XM is also making a bear flag on the weekly chart. Daily yesterday was a really nice day. Let me see the float on this. There's nothing short, only 4% short float, and the market cap is 17 billion. And daily really look very interesting because it's breaking out over $40. So let's just keep an eye on this as secondary list. If it's breakout over $40, has a good potential. But weekly, if you look at weekly, it's bear flagging, and it might be that every pullback is being bitten out. But yesterday, it was a good volume, over 2.5 million. It is a recent IPO. Okay, anything else you guys have? Let's look at the SKLZ of the yesterday runner. So still today also 13% up, is moving up. Uh, is still the significant share float, so I don't know. But if you look at yesterday, there was over 75 million shares, and its total capitalization is 294 million. And if we consider that this is still not updated, 23 million, so 50 million, almost 50 million shares need to be covered. Uh, Over 60. Okay, so it might possible that we will see a run today as well, but not as smooth as yesterday, because as per the short ratio, they need at least 2.59 days to cover all their shorts. And yesterday volume looked like that the lot of shares has been covered. Uh, so whether we are going to see anything further move up, we might see. So we definitely keep in our secondary watch list. If we get a good momentum, we can get it. Just why? Okay, let's look at it. Why? Why? It's, but it's over $1,000 one. $686 right now. But size of the candle is not that big. Okay, so what is TIPT? Wow, look at the volume. Okay, yesterday it was really good. What is TIPT? What industry is this? Let me quickly check. Insurance. Okay, and uh, 33. Okay, because it's a very small float, company, 33 million shares, and that may be the reason that it was up, because yesterday the 5 million shares were traded. Uh, But just these kind of stocks who have a very small float, they can be risky to trade. Yeah, Mavis is also, I saw that these also have a high short float and a similar pattern like SKLZ, QS is trying to moved up from the $10. Is a tech stock. If you look at the 30-minute chart, it's trying to break out over $13, which is already did in the pre-market. And even in the pre-market, if you look at it, it's making kind of a bull flag. So Mavis is also nice. We can definitely shortlist as well. So let me just put the list and let me know if we missed anything here. Let me put the sh to shortlist. So we have QS, GSX, NKLA, T, TEL, SKLZ, Mavis. Anything I missed not putting into the shortlist? And JKS and run. Yeah, it seems like we have a lot of long. We should find some shorts to what if market turned down. So daily looks really good for making a bear flag under 1379. Uh, as shortlist as well. This one looks very good. On the weekly chart is also a really big bar, but it has a support on the 1338, which is already uh, bounced back in the pre-market. Not sorry, not on the pre-market. It's 2 days ago. It was bounced back, which is a support here. So now, right now, it's a range between $13 and $15, the $2 range. Let's see, does it break this range or how it is going to work? Let's find some stocks to short. Let me see the scanner. So Mara is gapping down again, but I'm not sure because it's really making a support here at the $30. So it's on the congested area, and as we discussed last time as well, there is a lot of support on this level. So let's see, maybe we can go for reversal trade if it's break 36, this resistance. And if it's continuing the downward trend, then we can do right on the pre-market is really, you know, moving up, and it's touched the previous day close already, and then now rejecting that. Uh, so anything else I have? There's nothing in the gapping down. Interestingly, the index is gapping down, but there's not a single stock which is gapping down. Is FSR is gapping down, but this is gapping down after 2 days of a run, so it's maybe just a small pullback. And maybe many other buyers get attracted and start buying this because 2 days ago it was rated, it's what upgraded, right? So I think this is going to be a typical day where we need to watch a bit in the morning. before we basically jump to in trade. Okay, so all right, so guys, we can use the same link yesterday what we used for Skype, so we can come, but I have to leave between 10:15 to 10:30, so we can join, and then I can maybe leave early today. And I'm just now closing it. If someone need to join a live trade, email me, so I'm gonna share you the Skype invite, and where we can do a live trading with all of our friends. Okay, okay, dokie. So I'm just closing it now, and then let's meet around 9:25 on the Skype.